Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at this 2024 Cadillac CT5V. It is finished off in an exclusive black diamond, which is commemorating the 20 years for the V, and it has an MSRP just over $51,000. Hopefully you will be able to tell in today's video with the metallic finish just how beautiful this paintwork is. Now this CT5V is powered by the 3-liter twin-turbo V6. It is paired to the 10-speed automatic transmission. It pumps out 360 horsepower, 405 pound-feet of torque, sent to those rear wheels, propelling this 3,900-pound sedan from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. It has a top speed of 165 miles an hour. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, this model is blacked out up front. The entire surround and all of the mesh for the upper and lower grills are finished in gloss black. We have the sensor right in the middle, as well as the 20 years logo over on that driver's side. All of the lights are LEDs, and Cadillac is known for having the vertical strip for the DRL and the turn signal, and then that triple beam design for the headlights and the high beams. Very clean lines coming down the hood too, so it gives it that Cadillac luxury vibe. It's also pretty sporty though at the same time. Now this model has a really nice set of 19-inch wheels to complement this paint very nicely. There's the Cadillac logo on those brake calipers, another V badge just behind that. This has the body colored side mirrors, sunroofs up top, all of the window trim is blacked out, and it has a good sedan style to it. Hopefully the camera can pick up the metallic because it's so pretty on this side. Very nice lines running right through the middle too. Now this has a small integrated spoiler into the trunk lid, which is nice. Backup camera, LED taillights. There's the parking sensors, reverse light, and then some more gloss black and that quad tip dual exhaust. So you can use the key fob to start it up and shut it off, and you can use the key fob or this button underneath to open up the trunk lid. Now there's actually a good bit of space in the back. There's a little bit of storage underneath the floor if you want to use that. Some access to battery on that left side. Right side there's a small bin, and then you can't even fold down the back seats if you need that much more space. So it's a practical daily driving sedan that also gives you that performance. Now there's also ambient lighting on the outside, and then the electronic button on the inside to open up the door. This has carbon fiber, brushed aluminum. There's leather as well, storage in the lower section, and then that leather works its way to these back seats. There's also brown stitching too, which is an interesting color choice. I think it works very nicely. Now at 5'10", I have plenty of space. There's storage pockets, auxiliaries, and some vents there. Right in the middle, there's the armrest with 2 cup holders, and you have a good bit of visibility. This is that sunshade for the rear passengers, so you can open that to provide a little bit more light. And then up front, the door panel has more carbon fiber. There's all the window adjustments, windows, memory seating, even a release for that trunk. V badge is down below, and then we have more lateral support for these front seats. They are automatic with 1 manual adjustment. And let's fire this back up, where we have the leather wrapped steering wheel. On this left side, you will notice all of the cruise control settings. There's distance pacing, Bluetooth and voice commands. This has paddle shifters as well. And then right side, you have volume and tuning, scrolling dials for the gauge cluster, and the V button too. Now with this current setup, over on that left side, we can go through quite a lot. So if we start at the left side, simplify is to have no info shown. So if you just want to hide everything. Then we also have some various options that you can go into. There's maintenance, so you can monitor all of those. There's also your phone. You have nav, audio, driver assistance, a lot of performance to look at as well, so you can monitor all of that. There's some trip information, and then the last one is info that you can choose to see or not see. So you can highlight all of that as needed. Now if I push on the V button, it is going to change the gauge cluster slightly, where you can personalize this and choose what you would like to see. So you can still look at all this information. If you want to make it a little bit less subtle, you can do that. That is all that you can do for the digital gauge cluster, so a little bit of configurability for it. Now on this left side, head-up display adjustments, e-brake. There's a spot where you can put an SD card for the performance data recorder. And then for the head-up display, you can pull up your RPM, miles per hour. You can also look at the compass as well. Now for the infotainment system, it is angled away from the driver. We have a split view there, and then you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can go into that PDR, so that way you can monitor all of your racing and have all the info in one place. There's My Cadillac, you have your climate adjustment, and then you do have some shortcuts down below to further get to that info. Now there's air vents underneath that. You'll notice all the climate adjustments come to a point right at the fan speed to mimic a V, and then we have the rest of everything, where you like the air to go sync, all of that. Now these front seats are also heated and ventilated. There's parking sensors, lane keeping assist, wireless charging is down below. This has the engine start stop, auto hold, traction control, and then a few different driving modes. So you can go into these and customize them, configure them how you would like to. This has the backup camera, very good graphics for it. If you use the release, you can go into drive without the release. Now you're in the manual setting to use those paddles, and park is on top. 2 cup holders to the right side of that, and then there's power and volume and tuning for the radio, and then you have shortcuts down below to further go through this info. So if you don't want to use it as a touchscreen system, you have them down below. For the center armrest, you have another spot for a phone, as well as some auxiliaries and a little bit of storage, and then more carbon fiber on that passenger side. Plenty of space down in that glove box as well. And then we have some garage door buttons, as well as the controls for both of these sunshades. And being a sedan, this is what you'd expect for visibility. You can easily see over both shoulders. And from sport mode, second gear, here we go. Those pops sound so good. I do wish it did it on the downshifts as well, but nonetheless, they are there. You can also tone this completely back too. So with our different driving modes, if we just go into touring mode, it is going to act just like a normal sedan. We can put it back into a normal drive there, and it's what you expect for a daily driver. Now, as far as being a daily driver, talking about its turning radius, we have a very tight road right here that is a great test for its maneuverability. So if we go off just a little bit, it's not all that bad. We have pretty good steering or turning for that. And then just in a normal setting, we'll give it an acceleration. No pops. It's nice and smooth, getting up to the speed limit there. Plenty of power for this Model 2 without jumping up to the Blackwing. But if you want the power, if you want the manual transmission too, I don't believe you can get it in this, but with the Blackwing, you can also get a manual transmission as an option. But driving this $50,000 sedan, this is what I would expect to see. We have some very nice materials. If there's plastic, it is covered with the leather here, which this feels like normal leather. So for this price, for the interior, it's a very nice setup. And you have plenty of space. It's just an overall good sedan. If you're looking for a family vehicle, you want a little bit more luxury, this is a great option to go with. So one more acceleration for today. And that is going to wrap it up for the 2024 Cadillac CT5V. Once again, a huge shout out to Randy Marion Cadillac for providing this for me today. Check out their website. Also give this video a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.